Do you know why you were created? Why are you on this planet? And I don't mean just you, I mean us as human beings. Why did God make us? I remember as a kid, I was taught at one point that God made human beings because he was lonely. I don't know about that, but I do know that Scripture refers to 4 things that give us a picture of why did God make us. The first one is that God made us to bear his image. And we can see this in Genesis 1:26, where it says, "Let us make man in our image." God made us to bear his image in the same way that a son or a daughter bears the likeness of a parent. It's actually the reason why idolatry is such a big problem. A rock, a tree, a statue cannot bear the image of God. You were made to bear the image of God. The second reason we have is found 2 verses later in Genesis 1:28, and it's when the Lord tells man and woman, "Be fruitful and multiply." There is very little in the Bible that is only one layer deep. But this idea of being fruitful and multiplying, yes, it can refer to having children, absolutely, but there's a bigger picture here, and it's that we were made to multiply God's goodness, to take the goodness, the thoughts and the ways of God and multiply them out. That actually leads to reason number 3. We were made to steward creation. Genesis 2:15 talks about this, that the Lord put man in the garden to tend the garden. What we do on this planet and with our lives matters. That's also paired with action and with tangible expressions of God's goodness. And part of that is caring for creation, caring for each other. Whatever God has placed in your hands, do what you do as unto the Lord. A 4th reason why we were made is this. We were made to walk with God and worship him. In Genesis 3, verses 8 through 9, God would actually go and walk in the evening breeze. What a lovely picture that is. That actually makes me think of Jesus. He would walk with Adam and presumably Eve as well. He would walk with us. Well, that's part of why we were made, was for relationship and fellowship. And that's really the picture that we get from the rest of Scripture. God delights in the intimate details of our lives. We were made to walk with him, and that is part of where worship comes in. And we'll dive more into that in some future little discussions.
See